Hello everyone, long time since I posted a video and most importantly made a video with me talking to the camera. As a new gardening year is kicking in, it's time to make new plans and ideas for our garden. But like we do every year, we first reflect about the past year to see how it went, what mistakes did I make, what went well and what went wrong, what did I learn about my garden and most importantly about myself. That is exactly what we're going to do in this video. Hope you enjoy it. I'll meet you halfway through the video. As you have seen, the year started pretty normally for me with some winter harvest, sowing seeds, transplanting them, and getting the garden ready for the new garden season. Maybe you know this already, the best time to transplant seedlings is when the cold is just leaving and before the warmth kicks in. And for the area I live in, It is usually the month of May. But I missed this window because I was not available here and was traveling. And I had to wait until June to transplant the seedlings, and that is when problems started coming one after the other. So the story continues. June is the month when I transplant the seedlings onto the ground, and June in Germany is already a hot month. I had to stay on top of watering. Unfortunately, that is exactly when my watering system had some issues and I had to hand water the entire garden. Most of the summer, I would say. The thing I used to enjoy doing the most started to become a chore along with my work and my life. There were so many events. My full-time job was demanding more of my time, and sometimes it was not possible. So the soil started becoming more and more dry. And you know what happens when seedlings are not regularly watered during the initial phase? The plants become weak and they attract pests. There were a lot of uninvited guests in my garden, the most annoying of which were the slugs. I had clues that they were lurking in my garden because most of my spring harvest had damaged leaves on them, but I didn't take them seriously. So they started feeding on the young tender seedlings and there was nothing left. They ate most of the leaves and I lost all my seedlings. And that was months of hard work that we are talking about. I was obviously feeling bad, but still I researched on how to keep slugs at bay and found some ways to protect the seedlings that were left. To some extent, that was successful, but nothing could beat the mental satisfaction of physically removing them. So at night, I would go slug hunting and remove them. This helped the seedlings to establish themselves on the ground. I had to move my brassicas from the ground to the container on the patio because brassicas, they usually attract most of the pests. Maybe it doesn't look like that in the videos, but my garden was mostly in a survival mode and I was trying to spend more time in my garden to save my seedlings and to maintain whatever that was left. August was again a busy month for me with my parents visiting and a lot of travels. After 1 month of neglect, this is how my September garden was looking like. It was not maintained. The veggies were growing all over the place. I couldn't provide them proper trellises and it was covered with weeds. Maybe some of you with a garden can understand this better. Having a garden is all good, gives us mental peace. It's a lot of pleasure to work in the garden. But when your garden is outgrown and it is all over the place with all covered with weeds, not maintained, then it just adds to the stress. I don't know how many of you can resonate with this, but there were some days when I felt demotivated to even go out and work in the garden. But it was not all that bad. For all the issues that the garden was facing, it still gave me a good harvest. Not bad for the efforts, right? Since the first year of gardening for me in the space was a success, I guess I started 2023 with a lot more expectation from my garden. I had lots of plans for my garden. I wanted to grow more flowers to make it look prettier. I had lots of plans for the raised bed to grow more varieties of vegetables, but things did not go as planned. I had this feeling of falling behind. Instead of going forward, I thought I was moving backwards, and I guess I was trying to do it all without understanding my limitations and boundaries. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I want this channel to showcase what is really going on in my garden and to me as a gardener, and not only the good side of it. As we are moving ahead in the new year, all of us have new plans and goals, be it in any areas of our life. I have it too. But I just want to say that view them as intentions or guide that will take us through this year, as directions where we want to head, and don't take it too hard when things don't go as planned. I guess that is what happened to me last year. I was disappointed that some areas of my life did not go as planned. I'm still learning to embrace the unpredictability of life. I guess it is this unpredictability that helps us understand who we really are and what we really want. And that was the biggest learning for me from the past year. Don't get me wrong, so many good things happened in 2023 for me. This was not a usual gardening video, but more reflective and retrospective kind of a video. I don't know if you enjoyed it, but I felt happy after making it. Thank you all for the love and support, even when I couldn't put videos regularly on this channel. I wish you all an abundant new year ahead. See you in the next videos. Bye and take care.